Hey guys, my name's MS and welcome to episode 73 of MS Minecraft Reboot. We are in a brand new 1.17 cave because I need to get myself some deep slate. And can you see it? Can you see what else we found? Really rare ore in the game. That's right, we got ourselves our first ever deep slate emerald, which is like crazy rare, so I'm kind of stoked that I managed to find those. And well, yeah, now I just have to mine a load of deep slate because the build that we're about to work on is going to require a lot of deep slate, and I'm not going to make you sit through all this boring deep slate mining. No. Instead, I'm going to take you straight to the fun stuff. And by fun stuff, I mean part 2 of our Shulker farm build. That was quite the project, but it definitely was worth it. I think that's a great way of covering up the Shulker farm a little bit. Obviously, that's sort of inspired by what DocM77 did in Hermitcraft, but we've changed the block palette to match what we've got going on here at our ocean base. I don't know what to call this base anymore because I used to call it AFK Craft, which it kind of still is because we're making more farms that can be ran whilst you're AFKing at this base. But I don't know. The base is kind of starting to look a lot nicer and I feel like it might deserve a better name than that. I don't know. Not sure. But the name does keep becoming more and more relevant, so we'll see. One of the next things I want to work on here is covering up our Nether Tree farm. It's quite a large farm, as you can tell, so we need quite a big building. So I'm still working in creative mode to figure out what we want to do with that. But oh, there's been a tragedy in our world. Quite ashamed of it. But well, let's just take a look at my ender chest. So my ender chest, I usually lay them out something like this. We'll have a box here for like valuable items, like tools and alternative tools. Usually my hoe and my flint and steel is here as well. But so we got that. We'll always have your standard firework box. I realise I can just hold shift with Tweakaroo and we can just see what's inside it. But yeah, we've got fireworks. We'll have a food box. Usually an emerald box, which by the way, you can see in that emerald box, we now have some pointed dripstone and some drip leaves. That's because whilst I was building that Shulker building, we got a wandering trader spawn. So I grabbed those. So it's the first we've got in the world. Can't get those drip leaf items in 1.17 any other way. So quite happy about that. We've got decoration box. We've got building blocks. These boxes, they need a bit of work. But yeah, we've got some random boxes there. Green shulker box. It's completely empty. Don't know what's supposed to be in there. Ender pearls, potions, wood, which we need to work on because there's like not even a stack of wood in that chest. But yeah, we've got all these boxes. We're missing a redstone box, guys. I have no idea where my redstone box is. I can't find it. I feel like I would have left it at a project somewhere, but I've checked. I've checked the Shulker farm. So let's just quickly go down. I also did some interior. Oh, I should show you the interior. It's not completely finished, but when we go in here, this is the official entrance. And we've got this little room with these these villager statues, which I think look pretty nice. I don't know exactly where I got these from. I got them from I saw them from an Instagram post, but I don't know. The thing is, on Instagram, everything's so reposted on there, you don't know where it originally came from. I'm just quickly scrolling on my phone because I'm obviously very prepared. I saw it from an Instagram called Minecraft Designs Tutorials, but no idea if that's where they originally came from, but that's all I've got. But yes, we've got our there's no redstone box here, obviously, so I'm not sure where it's ended up. I checked our Nether tree farm. There's a couple shulker boxes here of some leftover goods, but no redstone box. So yeah, I'm not sure what to say or do about that. Might have accidentally dropped it somewhere and let it despawn. No clue. But along with losing my redstone box, I took a little trip over to our Blackstone Fortress, where we've got our Wither Skeleton farm, and I built a farm off camera. My main reason for doing it was because it was in an enclosed space, and also shaders in the Nether look really terrible. But we now have a basalt generator. Using the mango design, we can now farm basalt really quickly. Oh, I'm going to turn my volume down for this. Just holding mouse 1, and all the basalt that we're breaking is getting collected by the hoppers. So we've now got basically infinite basalt. Really quick farm. Really like this design. I built this on the Wastage server as well. Don't really need it. There's not actually a build that I have planned right now that needs basalt. But hey, we've got more basalt than I need. But it's here now, so, well, you know. This wasn't on our to-do list, but this has always mentally been on my to-do list to put a basalt generator on this floor at the Blackstone Fortress base. But, yeah, we don't really visit this place that often these days, which is a shame. But I do want to, at some point, make a piglin bartering setup, like a proper one. Like, the one we have already isn't really to my needs. But we do also have our beacon. I thought this was a nice place to put it, and I used a gold block beacon to fit the whole piglin theme, I guess, and that goes all the way up. There's not a hole on the ceiling. The beacon beams actually go through bedrock, so I just found a spot, removed all the blocks, and now we have haste 2 here. But yep, so that's all the work I've done off camera. Need to figure out what I want to do for the rest of this episode, because we've got a little bit of time left. Let's have a look. We've got the honey farm on the to-do list, the mob farm. None of these are really screaming out to me right now. There is one thing I want to do, and that is a cobblestone generator. So we could work on that, I guess. Yeah, let's do some cobblestone generating. And that is one cobblestone generator done and dusted. So we use the mango design for this thing. I've used this one before on the wastage server. I know from experience this thing will tank my frame rate when it's running, but I don't think we'll need to run this very often because it just produces so much cobble when it is running. Like if we go down, I made a good little storage setup for mass storing cobblestone, but this thing, not only is it filling up 1, it fills up 2, it will get to a 3rd in a moment, but it fills up like loads of rows of chests. During that time lapse it was actually filling up every single column of chests at the same time. So if we see here, the cobblestone even reached into this chest, and it started filling up our first shulker loader. Can we reach the shulker box from down here? I don't think we can. We need blocks. But yeah, so I've attached shulker loaders here. I made like a line of shulker loaders as well, because it will fill them all up at the same time. So I'll tell you what, let's just quickly check the very last shulker loader. See if any of the cobble made it into here. Okay, so we only just are catching all of the cobble that this thing produces. But as these chests fill up, yeah, see this one's filling up now. We will start getting some loss because we just don't have enough chests to store all the cobble that we're getting. See, we've almost got one whole shulker box. I've designed it so that the shulker boxes, they will fill in a line. So this chest will fill up with shulkers first, and then they'll all fill up. So I don't think we'll leave this thing AFK that much. And it does beg the question: how much did we really need cobblestone in our world? Well, the answer is we actually do need. We did need this because we have actually started to run out of cobblestone in this world because of all of the buildings and redstone contraptions we've been making. I craft loads of pistons, droppers, observers. They all use stacks and stacks of cobble. So we did actually need this, so which is really nice. But we also lost our redstone box in this episode. Don't know where it is, but that costed us a bit of redstone as well. The time lapse that we did. So we've started using the complementary shaders now. Before we were using what's it called? Seuss. The Seuss shaders. And I think the complementary shaders work much better in Minecraft. I was talking about it with my friend, and my friend said that the Seuss shaders, it doesn't give any fog around the chunks that are not loaded, whereas the complementary ones do. So I think, and I agree that it does make the time lapse look a lot nicer. So that zombie is actually tracking me. There is no way you're ever going to get to me, son. Yeah, so we're definitely going to use complementary. He's despawned. Yeah, we're definitely going to use the complementary shaders going forward. We are pretty much done for today's episode. Next episode, we're going to tackle building a building next to that redstone machine over there. So that's going to be a quite a big project, but I've got a design in creative mode, which we're just going to replicate onto this world. So I look forward to doing that, and thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.